When scientists first detected 3I, Atlas, they assumed it was just another interstellar object wandering through space. But when we traced back its journey, something terrifying emerged. This object has not been drifting randomly. It has been moving with purpose, as if it knows exactly where it's going. Our tracking systems followed its path backward through time, past the outer edges of our solar system, past the silent Oort cloud, and deep into a region of the galaxy where stars go to die. A dead zone. A graveyard of suns. And surrounding that region were signals. Distorted, corrupted signals that disrupted every instrument that tried to record them. It was as if the universe itself was warning us not to look. But one astronomer did. Hidden in cosmic background noise, he found a pattern, a message, a warning. He contacted NASA. NASA contacted the Pentagon. And suddenly, everything about 3I, Atlas became classified. Why is an interstellar object accelerating without engines? Why is its trajectory too perfect, too intentional? And why are we detecting artificial signatures around it, something we have never seen before? Scientists, military officials, and even Michio Kaku agree, this object is not behaving like a comet. Something is wrong. The more we traced its origin, the clearer it became. 3I, Atlas didn't come from a place, it came from a disaster. Some believe it's running from something. Others believe it's not running at all, it's leading something straight to us. The earliest warning signs appeared the moment 3I, Atlas crossed into our solar system. Comets and asteroids usually follow predictable rules, but this object did the opposite. Instead of slowing down, it sped up. Instead of reacting to the sun's gravity, it resisted it. And instead of releasing gas and dust like a normal comet, its surface remained silent and smooth, as if it were made from something unknown, something engineered. At first, astronomers tried to explain it away. Maybe a strange chemical composition. Maybe a new kind of ice. But then came the thermal scans. 3I, Atlas was warm. Not from the sun, but from within. Objects in space do not generate heat, unless they have a power source. Scientists held emergency conferences behind closed doors. Observatories suddenly stopped sharing their raw data with the public. And when reporters asked for answers, NASA responded with silence. But the truth leaked anyway. Because someone inside the system, someone terrified, revealed that they had detected bursts of energy coming from deep inside the object. Bursts that matched no natural process known to science. And then another red flag, its rotation slowed. Natural objects spin freely forever unless something stops them. Something was adjusting its movement, controlling it, correcting its path. That was the moment researchers realized, this object isn't just moving. It's navigating. 3I, Atlas wasn't just passing through our solar system by chance. It was coming here. When high-resolution scans finally revealed the surface of 3I, Atlas, every assumption we held about this object collapsed instantly. Its exterior wasn't jagged or chaotic like other comets. It was patterned. Segmented. Layered with geometric precision, like overlapping plates of unknown alloy. There were no cracks, no erosion, no scars from countless years drifting through interstellar space. It looked almost new, as if it had been constructed recently, not billions of years ago. Then came the reflectivity analysis. The surface reflected light intelligently, altering its signature depending on who was observing. Telescopes in Europe saw one pattern. Observatories in Asia saw another. It was adapting, reacting, choosing what to reveal. Inside those plates, researchers detected hollow channels, symmetrical tunnels running perfectly straight for kilometers. Nature doesn't build hollow symmetry. Nature doesn't build corridors. One physicist whispered a phrase that still haunts the scientific community. This is architecture, but the most chilling discovery came from a frequency sweep. Beneath those layers, something was pulsing, slow, steady, rhythmic. A heartbeat. Not biological, but mechanical. Like a machine keeping itself alive as it drifts through the void. 3I, Atlas had systems. Electrical systems. Thermal systems. Stabilizing systems. Something built this object with intention. Something sent it traveling between the stars. And whatever that something is, it has technology far, far beyond our own. 3I, Atlas wasn't formed by the universe. It was designed. The signal was the breakthrough no one wanted to believe. It began as a faint whisper in the radio spectrum, a repeating pulse hidden beneath cosmic noise. When analysts isolated it, the repetition became undeniable. It carried structure, mathematics, intention. This was communication. Not random static. Not a natural emission. A signal. When they decoded its timing pattern, something terrifying surfaced. The pulse wasn't counting forward, it was counting backward. A sequence leading to a specific moment, a date alarmingly close to 3I, Atlas's arrival near Earth. It was a countdown. The deeper they dug, the older the truth became. The signature of this signal matched readings stored in classified archives, strange bursts Earth detected decades ago, long before this object was even discovered. 3I, Atlas had been transmitting for years. Possibly centuries. Possibly longer than human civilization has existed. Every time a radio telescope captured part of that pulse, the timing adjusted, as if the object recognized it was being heard. The message shifted, reformatting itself, learning from us. Engineers created models to predict the origin of the broadcast. They expected a distant star, maybe a collapsed system at the galactic edge. Instead, they found nothing. Not a star. Not a planet. Not even dust. Just an empty location where something colossal must have once existed, and then vanished without a trace. A void left behind by destruction. According to its path, according to the undeniable mathematics, 3I, Atlas is traveling from the ruins of a fallen world, a world erased from the cosmos. And the countdown continues. Every pulse, every tick, every second, brings that unknown purpose closer to Earth. The moment the countdown was confirmed, everything changed. Public telescope data vanished overnight. Online observatories went dark. And the agencies that once encouraged scientific transparency suddenly locked every door. The world's space powers, NASA, ESA, CNSA, Roscosmos, held emergency talks behind sealed walls. No press. No statements. Just fear. Astronomers who had spoken openly about 3I, Atlas stopped answering calls. Some resigned. Some disappeared. One leaked memo revealed a line that has become unforgettable. We are no longer observing an object, we are interacting with a system. Military satellites were retasked to watch 3I, Atlas. Defense budgets shifted quietly. And space forces, especially the newly formed units, entered a state of silent readiness. What were they preparing for? When journalists pressed NASA for answers, their response was a single unsettling sentence. We are monitoring the situation. Not a denial. Not reassurance. Just acknowledgement. As classified briefings intensified, one frightening theory surfaced internally. 3I, Atlas may be a probe. A reconnaissance craft, deployed long ago, now returning with data. If that is true, then Earth is not its first destination. It has visited and measured many worlds before ours. and humanity is simply the next entry in its mission. The government isn't silent because they know nothing. They are silent because they know too much. Because if the public learned what they believe, panic would not just spread, it would consume us. As scientists continued analyzing 3I, Atlas, they encountered a discovery that shook the core of physics itself. This object bends the rules of nature. When exposed to solar wind, instead of being pushed off course, it absorbs the force, converting energy directly into acceleration. We are watching a technology that turns radiation into propulsion with perfect efficiency, something we once believed impossible. And then came the gravitational data. Objects obey gravity. They fall toward massive bodies. But not this one. 3I, Atlas interacts with gravity like it's a choice, sometimes responding, sometimes ignoring it completely. When it should drop in speed, it surges forward. When it should slingshot, it stabilizes itself as if anchored to nothing. It acts like it has a mind. NASA attempted to classify this phenomenon. The internal report referenced two chilling words: non-Newtonian behavior. Whatever drives this object does not rely on fuel, thrust, or aerodynamics. It's operating with a command of physics that humanity has not even begun to imagine. Some theorize it uses dark energy, an invisible power that makes up most of the universe yet remains beyond our reach. Others insist it's manipulating space-time itself, shortening the distance between 2 points rather than traveling across it. All of this points to a single, terrifying conclusion: 3I, Atlas is not just advanced. It is ancient technology, from a civilization that mastered the universe long before we even lit our first fire. When Oumuamua passed through, it broke a few rules of physics. 3I, Atlas shatters all of them. And if it defies the natural laws that govern us, then we have no idea what it is capable of when it finally arrives. When astronomers plotted every point along 3I, Atlas's trajectory, something extraordinary appeared. Its path wasn't random, it was a line drawn with absolute intention. That line passed close to multiple star systems, each one known to have once hosted planets capable of supporting life. But those worlds are dead now. Silent. Burned. Stripped of atmospheres. Like they were surveyed, and then erased. Each stop along the path was evenly spaced, mathematically spaced, as if the object was collecting data, scanning, and moving on. A cosmic survey mission, millions of years in the making. And Earth is the next point on that chain. When the distances were converted into a frequency pattern, researchers realized the trajectory itself forms a message, a repeating geometric symbol known from ancient SETI theories, a return vector. Not the start of a journey. Not the end. A return. This object is going back to where it came from, once its mission is complete. The terrifying realization spread through the science community. 3I, Atlas is not just on a path to Earth. Earth is one stop on a route that has been followed before. A route of extinction. A route of judgment. And this time, we're the ones being measured. Every countdown must reach 0. According to the latest calculations, the object will enter our inner solar system soon, close enough to directly observe everything humanity has built. And based on its behavior so far, it will not remain silent. Some scientists believe it will activate, open, reveal its true form. Others fear it will transmit a final signal, a report, telling something in the dark that another inhabited world has been found. We have speculated about intelligent life for decades. We have asked the universe if we are alone. 3I, Atlas may be the answer. Not a friendly greeting. Not a message of peace. But an ancient machine, delivering a warning across generations: life has been detected. Proceed. If that is true, then our greatest fear is not that we are alone. Our greatest fear is that we are not, and something far older, far more powerful, is coming back. The countdown continues. The object approaches. And humanity waits, in silence, to learn whether we have been discovered or judged.